Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Majora's Mask Randomizer. Tonight, we're going to be shooting some aliens. Now I know the Area 51 raid is not happening for a few more days, but you know what they say, the early bird catches the alien, or something like that. So I think we gotta wait until around 2 a.m. Might as well fast forward time, because this whole alien shooting debacle, it's a lot better if time is going a little bit faster, because it doesn't last as long. Although I think the aliens move slower if time is slowed down, but you guys know me, I'm a Majora's Mask master. I can do it first try with the time sped up. Okay, that's probably the famous last words right there. Saying that is probably gonna mess me up terribly, but it's okay. Let's go. Sometimes I like to stand in the house. You can get a good vantage point, but it's not always the best location. I don't know, there's like a couple good locations. Sometimes people will stand in the box down below. Sometimes people will stand up on this house because you have a really good view over the whole entire ranch from up here. Ooh. I wonder if we can go down this chimney like Santa Claus. It's a bit too high. I wonder if we can do a Zora attack into there, because you can get some pretty good height. Oh, not quite. Wouldn't that be funny if you just dropped into the Romani house as a freaking Zora? You'd just be covered in the ashes. Oh, there she is. Romani, girl, what's up? Talk to me. What's the plan for tonight? Hello? Bish? Come on, talk to don't just ignore me. I'm trying to help you. What in the world? Was she sleepwalking or something? Yo, what's your deal? It's almost time. You take care of things outside, Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch your map carefully, okay? Whatever happens, do not let them get into the barn. They'll come from behind the barn too, so watch out. Yeah, that's the alien that used to screw me up so much when I was a younger kid. The alien behind the barn. For some reason, I never knew exactly where it was. I'm also really happy that I have the bunny hood, because that's going to make this a whole lot easier for me as well. I think it's just about time. Here they come. What? They don't come in a flying saucer? They travel in a lens flare? That's amazing. Wow, science has come so far. I can't wait till humans are traveling through lens flares. Also, huge shout out to Silly Horseradish. They left me a comment giving me some advice on how I can change my control scheme to be able to shoot more accurately. I think the problem was my sensitivity was it was set to 100, when apparently it needs to be set to 100, -100. So I got it all fixed, and hopefully we'll get some better accuracy from now on. No more traumatizing experiences with the shooting galleries. So they can get pretty close. I love their plaid skirts though. Honestly, fashionistas through and through. Okay, maybe I should slow down time. They're coming pretty fast now that I think about it. Oh god. This one's already really close. Oh my shit. Oh my shit. Okay. We're good. I kind of like the challenge at the same time. Oh my god, it's right here? Wait. No, don't you dare touch the barn! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm slowing down time. Screw this noise. I thought I could do it with time sped up, but no, not while I'm talking. That's too much of a risk, and I don't want to have to restart. Like I said, I want to try to finish the whole entire randomizer in this 3-day cycle, and we're not going to be able to if we mess this up. But honestly, seeing all these aliens in Termina makes me so curious. Like, what if we had another Zelda game in the future that takes place in space and you're visiting these other planets? Like, so far we only see one planet from the Zelda universe, but what are the other planets like? Would you guys like to see the Zelda franchise go into space for a title? Oh yeah, this little dog right here. He'll also bark at the nearest alien every once in a while. This is the one that comes from behind the barn. He is a sneaky little snake. It's so cool having a little dog partner doing this though, and honestly it just feels so wholesome having this little guy help you throughout the whole entire thing. But straight up, this little side quest used to give me actual nightmares when I was a child. Like, it's not because the aliens are scary, it's just because of the stress. Like, whenever you mess up, the stress of having to restart this side quest as a kid was just a lot. I don't know, because I didn't have a lot of time to play video games, and so it just scared me having to mess up, because if I messed up, that was pretty much wasting a whole entire gameplay session for a day. So it would always really just suck when that would happen. And like Romani said, you can look down at the map. You can see white dots in the map for all the locations of these aliens. With the sun starting to rise. Also, since we're fighting aliens right now, what do you guys think about aliens? Do you think they're real? I personally think they are, but I don't think humans will ever have any interactions with any extraterrestrial life. Just because the universe is always expanding, so if there is aliens or life forms on other planets, I think since our universe is always expanding, those planets and universes are always getting further and further from us. So the possibility of us ever traveling to those locations is pretty much non-existent. But just because we'll never see them doesn't mean that they couldn't be real. Oh, we're almost out of arrows here. That's actually something that can happen if you're not careful. You can run out of arrows and not be able to shoot the aliens at all, but there's like 1 billion arrows in these plants back here. They're arrow plants. If you plant an arrow underground, you will get an arrow plant. It's like an apple tree, but it grows arrows, you know. What was it? I just saw a picture a few days ago on Twitter of what a cashew plant looks like, and I was like completely shocked. Like the little things that cashews grow out of look like bell peppers. I was very, very surprised. And I always wonder why cashews were so expensive, because like a tub of cashews at the grocery store was like 12 bucks. I know this because cashews are my favorite snack, and I always wonder why they were so expensive. I paid the price because they're like a really healthy snack that's like really good for you and a good source of protein, but I always wonder why it's so expensive. And now that they see that they all grow separately on their own little bell peppers, it kind of makes sense. All right, how much time do we have left? I think we can go ahead and we can probably speed up time again. Should I? Yeah, why not? Let's go back into hard mode for the last hour of the day. What's the worst that can happen? Knocking on wood. It's like they're sprinting full force whenever time is going regular. Oh, I'm not even sure why I sped up time. So they could go at full speed for a solid 3 seconds. You know, I gave them a chance. They can't say I didn't. We did it. We won. Thank you. Thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks too. Here's Romani's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here on the ranch. Yes, I can't wait to drink a nice cold cup of bomb chews. Bomb chew juice. It tastes like gunpowder. Delicious. Alright, so doing this opens up one more little side quest. So I believe it's around like 4 to 5 p.m. on day 2. Cremia, Romani's older sister, is going to be taking a wagon of milk to Clocktown, and we are going to aid her to help her get there safely, because if you don't, the Ingo brothers try to attack her. So we got to keep that in mind. Also, in between episodes, I did a few things. I went and talked to Anju, and I also went and got the letter to Kafei and sent that into the mailbox. So around 3 to 4 p.m. as well, we'll be able to go and sneak into Kafei's hideout, talk to him, get a few items, and then we'll be able to come do the Cremia thing. So like I said, if we can manage our time really well during this 3-day cycle, I think we'll be able to get everything, because there's really not that many things left for us to do in this game. I also went and got the keys and boss key for Stone Tower, so we can do that after the Great Bay Temple as well. Definitely just getting everything planned out. Truly believe in myself. We got this. Wrap me up in your white wings, Kepora Gabora, and send me to the heavens. Alright, we're back in the water treatment plant. Forgot to grab this fairy. I like killed the Skulltula last time I was here, but I forgot to raise. Wow, the platform is blocking my view. How dare you? Okay. We opened this up last time, but I forgot to wear the Great Fairy mask and get it. Honestly, I'm not even sure why I'm wearing the bunny hood anymore. I mean, wearing it during the alien attack sequence is a really good idea, but honestly, the bunny hood isn't necessary for a lot of the areas of the game, especially in temples. You'll over jump a lot of gaps if you wear the bunny hood too often. Oh wait, that's only 6 of the stray fairies? Thought I had more than that. Let's go ahead and unmark them on the map. I don't think we're even too far from finishing this temple in the first place. Wow. I wonder how Link or Kafei is able to run around. Wow, again? So honestly, in my opinion, this temple is a bit confusing if you don't know exactly what to do, but once you have like a general idea of what you're supposed to do, it's not too hard. So you can see when water is traveling through these pipes, because you can, like, I don't know, it just moves, it like pulsates through. And as you can see, we have the red pipe giving water to this dial now, which means we can jump across here, or I guess hookshot target. All right, there we go. I love how you can just stand on water platforms in Zelda. Zelda doesn't care about water physics. Maybe the water in Zelda isn't made of H2O. Maybe it's some other chemical compound that allows you to have a lot more substance to it. That'd actually be a really cool concept for Mythbusters. Make like a really, really strong geyser of some sort and see if you're able to stand on it or like sit on it and be able to like be stable. It'd be kind of cool, like Zelda Mythbusters. Maybe it'll happen someday. You know, Game Theory should get on that. They could do it, couldn't they? They're pretty much like Mythbusters, although I don't know if they ever do experiments to test out their theories. But yeah, so now that I turn the red switch and I turn off the yellow switch, I'm just going to make the turbine in the center room switch the other direction. We'll be able to swim through all the passages we weren't able to originally. And I made the worst mouth typo last episode. For some reason, I called the turbine a Columbine. What in the world? How did I make that mistake? I'm glad somebody noticed it and pointed it out in the comments. I was just like, wow, I really just did that, didn't I? That's like the stupidest mistake I've ever made in my whole entire life. Right, back in the big mixing pot, there's a couple stray fairies we can get in this room. And this is a completely like random thought, but I was just thinking about this yesterday because my roommate Sully just bought an iPad so he could like record some high quality Nintendo mobile games. And I was just wondering, when are we gonna get a Zelda mobile game? So we got like the Mario Run, we got Mario Kart coming out, Dr. Mario World, and there's a few others. Do you guys think that we could get a good Zelda mobile game? And if they were to do that, what type of game should we get? Like even a good like puzzle, like Bejeweled themed after Zelda, but like Nintendo, that could definitely work. I wouldn't be the happiest if that was the game that we got. I can't even think of the name. Wow, I didn't mean to go in this room. I wanted to break that pot in the middle room. It's okay. I think we've been in this room once, but we just entered from the other side. And actually, I think this leads to the boss. I wonder what it's like living in a bubble. I guess there's some people who've lived in bubbles, right? There's that one documentary, The Bubble Boy, who had that like really weird disease, so we had to live in a bubble so it wouldn't spread. Is that even real, or is that like a fake documentary? I don't really know. Just keep on going through the factory. You know, it'd be way more wholesome. I wish this was a chocolate factory instead. Whoa, Link, I love that happens. Okay, I'm gonna try to break this pot in the center of the room. So we have another stray fairy in here. We should be getting the rest of the stray fairies pretty quickly at this point. Oh, come on. No. Here, let's stop. I'm gonna try to aim my fins. That didn't work as well as I thought. Okay, don't get too dizzy now. There it is. Can I touch it? Oh, the boomerangs were trying to catch back. They were like, Dad, wait up. Don't leave. I'm just going to the corner store. Children, just gotta get some cigarettes. Oh my gosh, okay, I should probably just use the Great Fairy Mask to get this. I think there might even be one other pipe I need to turn on at the very top. What? We can only breathe underwater for 2 minutes and 15 seconds? Why do we even need the Zora mask if we can breathe underwater for that long? This is the longest ascent up to the surface I have ever gone through in my whole entire life. Finally, we made it. Swimming around this room is fun, but also very frustrating at the same time. So we're gonna want to go up to this side. We want to turn on the green pipe next. Turning the green pipe on is what allows us to go into the boss room, which I'm pretty sure we've done most of the things we need to in this temple. Like we could straight up go to the boss right now and beat the temple, I'm pretty sure. There's like a whole section to the temple that we just didn't do because we had the ice arrows already. We're still gonna do it because we need to go get those fairy shards because I want to get my double defense from getting all the stray fairy shards. But realistically, we're almost done with the temple if we were just going for completion. And then the reason you need the ice arrows for this room is you can even freeze waterfalls. Alright, so froze the waterfall. I don't know how the water pressure doesn't like push the ice back down and just keep the water flowing. Who said video games need realistic physics engines? I never said that. Did you ever say that? Tektite? Did ya? You did? How dare you say that? You know I'm gonna pay the price now. What happens if you say anything that goes against what I believe? Then you're just fake news, and you know what the fake news Tektites get in this country. They get death. If you say anything that contradicts what dictator Kafei has to say, then it's fake news, and you are part of the lamestream media. It doesn't matter if any qualified scientists say anything against me. I'm obviously the smartest dictator in the whole entire world, and if I say it's true, then it has to be true, because I literally just said I'm the smartest. And I mean, if I say I'm the smartest, then what are you gonna do to prove me wrong? You know, this temple is probably the closest I'll ever be to being a plumber. I've done lots of construction work in my life, because I worked construction for like 10 years with my dad. I've built like 100 decks, built like 10 houses, done a few house remodels, done a lot of stuff. But one thing I haven't done much of is plumbing. There's always a few main things that we would always like outsource to different companies. plumbing, electricity, brick and stucco and things along those lines, and shingles. Just some of the stuff that was really complex and needed a unique arrangement of tools. We mostly just stuck to all like the carpentry and like hands-on stuff. We did lots of tile work. And you know, I'm pretty good at tile work, but I should be because my name's Tyler. And I'm pretty sure the name Tyler literally comes from people who do tile related work. That's what they used to name people who were supposed to be Tylers when they grew up. Like my name is literally Tyler, but just without the third syllable practically. I love jumping on these platforms. You know, the ice arrows were pretty much the first instance of the Breath of the Wild Cryonis. Cryonis does it a little bit better though. I like how the Cryonis ice doesn't melt on these platforms. They don't give you much time. If you don't hit the hook shot target really quickly, then you're gonna end back up in the water. Okay, I think we have just another stray fairy up here. That we do. Anything else? Nope. All right. Let's jump out of here. Oh yeah, so last episode, we got the Great Fairy Sword. We should probably start using that a little bit more, huh? This thing is freaking beautiful. And I was wondering what type of metal gave this iridescent look to the sword, just like the colored metal. And you guys told me in the comments, apparently this metal could be two different types of metal. It could either be bismuth, which is a really beautiful looking type of metal, just like the colors. It looks so unique. I can't believe that's a real type of mineral that exists out there. But I'm happy it is because it's freaking gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. Or it could also be anodized titanium, which is actually a process that you can do to titanium that I had never heard of before. Whoa, headbanging Link, here we go again. Throw up your rock fist if you're feeling it when we rock this. But yeah, anodized titanium, I actually didn't really know much about that, so I did some research on it. And I looked at the process of what it takes to anodize titanium, and I didn't realize you could literally paint titanium by sending electrical currents through it and making tons of different colors. And apparently the more amps you put through the titanium, you get different colors. I was watching a few YouTube videos about it, and I was really impressed by the process. I love it when people do that type of stuff. It's really seems like such a cool skill to have if you have the proper tools to do it. But there's a lot of things like that. I think one of the coolest skills some people have is glass blowing. Glass blowing is just such a cool technique. Glass blowing is just such a neat technique, and just people who do it really well is just really satisfying. There's a theme park I used to go to a lot, Silver Dollar City. They would have some really professional glass blowers, and they were able to just blow glass all day long. They were always creating tons of cool shapes, and it seems really dangerous too because you're just dealing with molten hot materials. So I'm not sure if I want to do it myself. I'd probably burn my arm off. But for people who are brave enough to do it, I commend thee. You have to be careful. This room can be a pain in the butt if you don't do it right, because there's a lot of areas you can mess up, and you'll have to switch out your types of arrows a lot because to make this turbine move again, you have to melt the ice, and then to freeze it, stop it again, you have to freeze it. It can be a process. Okay, I think I need to get back on this platform over here. All right, let's get on this platform. And let's melt this back up. Melt this back up. Doesn't even make sense. So many things I say just don't make sense whatsoever. Oh yeah, we got a hook shot onto this moving target. Hopefully. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Whoa, we just clipped through the wall, but it's okay. Well, actually, it's not okay. We weren't wearing a helmet. We probably just suffered a terrible concussion. But it's okay. If we suffer a concussion, we can just play the Song of Time and undo the concussion. It's all right. Being able to rewind time is just the best thing. That'd actually be a really good comment question for the day. But if you had the ability to rewind time a few days, so if you ever did something and messed up and you can just rewind time to fix it, what's something that you would do that you would currently not do right now? For example, would you become a skateboarder and start going down half pipes because if you wipe out and hurt yourself really bad, you could just play the Song of Time and reverse your decisions? What's something you would be brave enough to do if you had the ability to reverse your mistakes like that? I guess that comment question is kind of similar to the Groundhog Day question I answered yesterday, but I think it's pretty interesting. And then yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked, who is somebody you would like to talk to from history that is dead now? Just saying that comment question just kind of sounds depressing, just saying it out loud, but it still works. And most of the answers that I kind of agreed with were people who talked about philosophers from the past that they would like to talk to, like Socrates, Charles Darwin, Martin Luther King, Bruce Lee. But yeah, I think it'd be really interesting to like hear about the life views of some of these people. And speaking of philosophers, I was wondering to myself, what makes somebody officially considered a philosopher? Like, do you have to make some like outstanding breakthrough in philosophy, or is it just somebody who studies it in the first place? Because I think about a lot of philosophical things, but can I be considered a philosopher? Do you have to get some sort of certificate? Like, I don't really know the rules. But yeah, there's a lot of people in history I'd like to talk to that have like changed the world for the better. But there's also probably people that have changed the world from the worst that would be kind of interesting to have a conversation with, just to see like what their worldviews are and like maybe how they got those worldviews. Yeah, these back rooms that we're going through have a lot of just stray fairies hidden throughout them. That's why it's nice to have the Great Fairy Mask your first time coming through here, so you have the ability to double check to make sure you got all your fairies. But the other answer I got a lot for that comment question of the day is a lot of people said they would want to talk to themselves whenever they were a kid, like see what I thought of life when I was younger. I probably had some really interesting takes, and I would love to just to debate my younger self on some of the ideas I had when I was younger and like challenge my ideology from that time. And the other kind of comment answer was people who said they would want to talk to Iwata, because he's dead now, but he developed a lot of amazing video games. God, that guy will be missed so dearly. You know, there's so many puzzles that use the solid and liquid forms of water, but I'm surprised they didn't use the gas form. Like, no puzzles use water vapor. I'm not sure if I have any ideas for puzzles that could have used water vapor myself, but I'm surprised they didn't think of anything, those master temple designers. Also, I'm missing a stray fairy. There's 2 left, and I know where one of them is. It's in that area. We popped the bubble earlier, but we missed it. But I don't know where this very last one is. Did I miss it somewhere? What the heck? I'm like scraping my brain, but I can't think of any areas. I don't know why, but this whole entire facility reminds me of the chocolate factory from that one episode of VeggieTales where they work at the chocolate bunny factory. It's like all these little chutes and stuff give me similar vibes. It's weird how like you will compare things to like television shows you watched a crap load as a child. As I guess like those television shows, I would watch episodes over and over and over and over and over again, because like the things you would watch would only be the things you have on like VHS or that was on TV. We're so fortunate nowadays to just have freaking YouTube and be able to watch anything in the whole entire world. Wait, the last fairy is in this room? Where? Oh, that's right. I never freaking collected the fairy that was inside the pot. I was gonna go back up and use the Great Fairy Mask, and then I forgot to. Ooh, thank God I got my freaking control stick fixed. Did you guys see how much more accurate I was when shooting just now? Thank you so much, Silly Horse Radish. You completely changed this whole entire Let's Play. What would we do without you, my friends? So what time is it? We're not staying in here too long, are we? It's 1? Okay. I think we have enough time to go fight the boss and then meet up with Kafei between 3 and 4. We can do this. We have like 2.5 hours. So let's go fight Georg. I'm gonna miss this temple. I was actually looking forward to this temple the whole entire Let's Play. Now we're already at the end. Can you believe that? It just comes and goes so fast. That's just kind of what Let's Plays feel like in general. Like I'll start a Let's Play and I'm like, all right, I have this whole entire game to get through. And then at the very end of the Let's Play, I'm like, wow, we're already at the end already? How did that go by so fast? Even though like the last like I've mentioned this a lot, like the last like 3rd to 4th of a Let's Play always drags on a little bit just because you run out of relevant information related to the game to talk about. I mean, fortunately, Majora's Mask has a lot of like pretty unique things happening, so there's always like new conversation topics. But things like Ocarina of Time drag on a little bit more than usual. I don't have the boss key? Are you kidding me? I didn't go and collect that? Where is it? Oh yeah, I was on the road to Icona. Dang it. I wonder if I go and do that if I'll even have time to come back and fight Georg before the whole Kafei and Anju and Cremia thing. I guess realistically I don't need to fight Georg before I do those things. We still have plenty of time to finish all the things that we want to do. I guess there's a couple things we can do. In the meantime, let's go get that boss key and let's also turn in our stray fairy shards to get our double defense. Might as well. We're so close to beating the Great Bay, but then the boss key stopped us. Such a rookie mistake. I can't believe I did that. Alright, so the Great Fairy Fountain is back here. You just gotta follow these palm trees. And something else I wanted to talk about this episode is over the weekend, I uploaded that video of me doing the Camaro dance onto Twitter. And It blew up a little bit. I was actually surprised by how many people saw it on Twitter. It got a decent amount of retweets, and it was seen by over 80,000 people on Twitter, which is like 3 times as many as the people who saw it during the Let's Play, I think. Twitter really seemed to enjoy it. And the cool thing about uploading stuff to Twitter is people that normally probably wouldn't see the stuff you upload might see it because of retweets. One of the people I saw like it was the girl who voice acts Anne from Persona 5. And I'm just like, whoa, she saw it? And I'm just like wondering like what other random people in society might have seen that video that I don't know. Like what if Reggie saw that? He just didn't like it. But Reggie might have seen it. You never know. Retweets are a pretty crazy thing because it will just push your content in front of people's faces that would have never seen it beforehand. Alright, so this is the last Great Fairy. We have now collected all of the Great Fairy shards in the game. We're so close to having this tracker filled too. All we need is the 2 last remains from beating the bosses, 2 title deeds, and the Dongero mask. But yeah, now we have double defense, which makes us probably overpowered. We're definitely overpowered once you have this. The double defense is such a crazy upgrade. It's like doubling the amount of heart pieces you find. It's so worth it. I love how Kafei has like an orgasm afterwards. Alright, bye bitch. See you later. Actually, I won't see you later. That's the last stray fairy I'm saving in this Let's Play. See you in the next Let's Play. Okay, you know what? After doing that whole Great Fairy thing, I thought I'd have enough time to go get the boss key for Great Bay Temple as well. But no, it's almost 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the, what is it called? The laundry pool? Why is this called the laundry pool? I don't ever see anybody doing laundry back here. I don't see any like clotheslines or anything. But yeah, if we come down here right before 3, the mailman, I hear him, but I don't see him. Is he like in the loading zone? He was in the loading zone. Alright, so he's mailing the letter that we got, the letter to Kafei. And whenever he comes, he's gonna ring the bell and Kafei is gonna come out, or Link, it's so weird having the names reversed. But he's gonna come out and we'll be able to sneak into his hideout. So I'm just gonna hide underneath this little ledge so he doesn't see us. Oh my gosh, look at how slow he's going. Giving us more time than we need to sneak into his hideout. I think if he sees you, he might run back in and it might screw everything up. No, it's fine. Whenever he gets the letter, he opens up the door and you're able to come in and talk to him. So I guess technically you don't need to sneak in, but it's a lot more fun to sneak in. So he comes back into the house and he's just like, what? That's a stranger? If this was America, you'd be shot. But luckily we're in Termina and they don't have firearms here, so we're safe. We don't have to worry about him coming back in and seeing a random stranger and shooting us in the face. Anything we can read while we wait? He's coming in. You guys ready? Ah! Oh, he didn't even flinch. Wow. Green hat, green clothes. Might be colorblind, buddy. And she wrote about you in her letter. It seems you are looking for Kafei. Yeah. This is funny. Can you keep a secret? Of course. Oh God. And she trusted you. I shall also trust you. Oh my God. He's actually Kafei. So who am I? Wow. I'm having an existential crisis right now. I was turned into this by a strange imp wearing a mask, but I'm not hiding because I look this way. When I was turned into this, I went to see the Great Fairy in the shrine near the North Gate. But on the way, my precious mask, a wedding ceremony mask, was stolen from me by some prancing man with a grinning face. Before my wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into. Oh my, I pity you. I know Angie was worried, but I can't go out yet. I made a promise to her that I would bring the wedding mask and greet her. This pendant, give it to Anju. Okay, so what's this gonna be? Bombs! Wow, he wants us to blow Anju up. Damn, I did not expect it to take a turn like this. Things that get stolen in the town always make their way to the curiosity shop. I'm waiting for that to happen. Stand in that crate and peek into the hole. You mean this like weird mask built into your wall? From here, I shall check on the curiosity shop customers. So yeah, the man who stole his mask was actually Sakan, and he's pretty much saying that everything that gets stolen ends up in the black market and sold in the curiosity shop, and so he's watching over the curiosity shop to ever see if Sakan comes through with the mask so we can follow him back to his hideout and get it back. So devious, I'm pretty proud of him. That guy will definitely appear. I'll be waiting when this happens. Alright, so we have done the task, that is getting the Pendant of Memories, quote unquote. So now I can finally go back to Great Bay and get the Pendant of Memories, and it's not gonna overwrite Anju's letter like it did last time. But let's go get that Great Bay Temple key real fast. Oh my gosh, Epona just went through 5 explosions all at the same time. She is for sure a trooper, 100%. Alright, let's break this rock and jump in. Oh, no, the bomb shoe got us. They're quick little fucks. I always love my Deku Baba entourage. Yeah. Alright, we have 1 in-game hour to get over to Romani Ranch. Hopefully we can get there in time before she leaves without us, because I do not want to have to do that again. It's raining here in Romani Ranch. You know, this is the ranch, but they don't even have any horses. Like, the only horse they ever had here was the horse that... Wait, where is she? Premia? Girl? Where are you? She should be here, shouldn't she? I don't have to wait until 6 p.m. I thought she left at 6 p.m. Does she show up at 6 p.m.? Oh god, did I mess up? Please don't tell me I messed up. Yeah, they only have like 3 cows and 0 horses on this ranch. Like, pretty terrible ranch. They're probably gonna go out of business soon. If I had to make my best guess, here she is. She's just tending the cows. Can I talk to her? Yeah, I can. Oh my, hello. Romani's gonna take our milk to Clocktown today too. You're looking after the place. The cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon into town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can just join me if you like. Okay, we haven't missed it yet, thank God. I want to get out of this room. Being in the same room as somebody who talks in the third person always creeps me out a little bit. You can, something a little bit off-putting about it. Like, do you even see yourself as yourself if you talk that way? Or maybe she just reads a lot of books that are written in the third person, and so because of that, she's just like adapted the habit of talking in the third person. So it was kind of cool coming into their house, though. We have a few minutes, so I decided to come up here, because I think you can read Romani's diary, which you can learn some pretty interesting information about her. Or is it Cremia's diary? There's some diary up here, right? They have a cute little bedroom. It's pretty girly. I like it. Okay, the diary's not in here. Reading the diary can be pretty sad. Like listening to Cremia's perspective of the moon crashing into the earth. She's pretty much hiding the whole entire situation from Romani. And she says in her diary, or she says this while talking to her, I can't remember. But she says that before the moon crashes into the earth, she's going to give Romani a lot of shot to Romani. So she'll be drunk when the moon crashes. So she'll be numbed out to the whole entire thing. And won't have to be as scared. Which is really, really depressing and sad. But I guess honestly pretty realistic. Like that's what some people would probably do in the instance of the apocalypse. Hey, thank you little pup for helping me with the aliens today. You were such a good doggo. You deserve a lot of pets, a lot of treats, and maybe I'll even let you sleep on the bed tonight. Alright, here she is. So to make this easier on myself, I'm going to be wearing the circus leader's mask, because while you're traveling to Clocktown, the Gorman brothers are going to try to attack us. But if we wear the circus leader's mask, which I'm pretty sure has tears going down it. Yeah, look, it's crying. Aw, poor guy. If you wear this, they will not attack you, and there's no chance of you losing. Because I don't want to lose this at all. If you do, you have to restart the whole entire thing again. I made that mistake a lot as a child as well. I would have to do the whole entire... I remember the very first time I ever beat the alien side quest, I lost to this whole entire part with the Gorman brothers and was like so upset that I had to fight the aliens again. It really, really stressed me out. But I'm going to wear it just so I don't accidentally mess up and have to do another 3-day cycle. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder, and now we have to take this detour through ugly country. Wow, you hear that, Gorman brothers? Cremia just called you guys ugly. Oh my god, I almost scared myself wearing the mask in the back. I thought one of the Gorman brothers actually got into the carriage. Are you ready, boy? I'm going to try and get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind us, chase them off with your arrows. Then maybe after my cargo of milk bottles. Yeah, I understand you. You're speaking English. Thanks, I'm relying on you. If we can get through here, I'll have a big thanks for you. Can you believe how big of scumbag neighbors these guys are? They only have one neighbor, which is a girl and her younger sister. And they're trying to steal, like, their only source of income. Like, are they trying to make these girls live out on the streets? Yeah, so we're in this mask. They're just going to stay at bay the whole entire time. But that doesn't mean we can't just keep shooting them with arrows. We have unlimited arrows, so we might as well shoot them. I always feel bad for animals who have had to do evil deeds throughout their lives because their owner is an evil person. They don't know better. Hopefully the animal gods will forgive them of their sins since they didn't know any better. I hope there's a separate heaven for animals as well, if there is a heaven. Yay, we beat it by not doing anything. I can't remember. Are we gonna get the hug scene? I forget if we get the hug scene or not. We have to do it a second time to get the hug. Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks. Another piece of heart. God, where is this Dongero's mask? We didn't get like anything marked off on our tracker this episode, really? But yeah, if we do that whole entire side quest a second time, you get a big boob-filled hug from Cremia. She just like pulls you straight up into her boobs, and it's like the most action Link probably ever gets in any of the Zelda games, for being completely honest. Also, some comments told me I never brought the Stray Fairy Shard to the Great Fairy as a human, because we did it once as a Deku Scrub, but you should also do it once as a human once you get the Deku Mask and get a separate prize, so let's see real fast. Oh, okay, they were right. We get a red rupee. Surprised that isn't something that we've needed for a long time. Good thing it wasn't, because we never came here until like the very end of the Let's Play. As you can tell, Link is really, really sad. He's crying because we are at the end of another ZMMR episode. It's always a very emotional time. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, smack that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and I hope you all have a fantastic week.